Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
Okay, so today we're gonna do a small little lesson uh, in which we will discuss what three different types of angles, which are acute, obtuse, and right angles. Okay,
Alright.
and at the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify these three angles that I mentioned, which are acute, obtuse, and right angles. Okay, first of all, I would like to ask by asking you, what do you know about the angles? Where can we find them at? Can you give me some examples?
Probably in like your phone
My
and
phone,
the tables, a piece of
table,
paper,
paper,
and
okay,
maybe like around a poster or something, a
poster,
door,
door,
some bricks.
bricks. So basically, everywhere we dig, we'll find some angles, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you like riding bike?
Hmm?
Do you like riding on your bike?
Yeah.
That's another good example of angles. Okay, and at the end of the lesson, also you'll be able to tell me what kind of angles form your bike. So now that we have talked about different types of angles, I'm gonna show you a video that talks about angles. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It's on Brain Pub. Have you heard about Brain Pub before?
Yeah, I watched the video of them.
You watching the video at school?
Yeah.
Okay, this video talks about angles. Okay, here we
Alright.
go.
6 o'clock. Well, it's 2 o'clock. You can't just change the time because you like the way the hands look. Dear Tim and Moby, how do you measure angles? From Pablo. An angle is made up of two rays that share the same endpoint. This common endpoint is called the vertex.
So
Angles.
right here in the video shows we have the image.
Hmm.
It says that an angle is formed by two rays, which are the two lines right here,
Yeah.
and they meet at a center, which is called the vertex. Okay.
Are often named by the label of their vertex. So we could call this angle angle B. If the other angles in the diagram share the same vertex, we also use the labels of the rays. So now this is angle ABC. The corners of your house form angles, so do the hands on a clock.
Is there other examples
Oh,
about
well,
angles?
I borrowed Dad's
Yeah.
protractor, which I'm going to use to measure the angles in our clock. Another way to think of an angle is just as a section of a circle. A protractor represents all 360 degrees in a circle, so we can use it to measure whatever angle we're interested in.
So right here in the video it talks about a protractor.
Hmm.
That is like if we use a ruler to measure how long things are, but it's used to measure the angles. Right here in the video, you can see the images. It measures by degrees. Okay, the protractor right here, when it's at this point 90, 180, 270, and all the way around is 360. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you had a protractor, that'll be a way you can measure the angle you're dealing with.
Hmm.
At 2 o'clock, we're looking at an acute angle. Acute angles are less than 90 degrees. 3 o'clock forms a right angle. Right angles are exactly 90 degrees. Clock hands at 4 o'clock show us an obtuse angle. Obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees. With the hands at 6 o'clock, we're dealing with a straight angle that measures 180 degrees. Right, that's also just a line. That's a pair of angles. Two angles that add up to 180 degrees are called supplementary angles. Two angles that add up to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. So that's about it for measuring angles. We kind of wrecked that clock. For more movies, along with games, activities.
Okay,
Hmm.
so now by looking at the video, what kind of angles did you learn about? Do
Mm,
you remember any of the names of the angles?
I think obtuse,
Obtuse, one,
right,
right,
and acute.
and acute. Okay, today we're going to be talking about those three angles, okay, which is right, acute, and obtuse. Here I have a form which is called angles from A to C. Okay,
Hmm.
the first one it talks about it's a right angle, and it says
Hmm.
right angle is the corner of a square, or a rectangle
Hmm.
makes a right angle. Okay, its measurement it's 90 degrees. One way you can find out when you have a right angle is using the corner of the sheet of paper.
Yeah.
It's the right angle. And place it right at the vertex, which will be the point where the two rays meet. If they match, you will have a right angle. Okay, measure 90 degrees. Now, the second one we have is acute angle. What do you notice when we put it at the vertex of the angle?
It's less than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees, right? So it's smaller than 90 degrees. And this is a good way that helps you remember what an acute angle is. Like sometimes when you see a small little dog, you look at it and say, oh, how cute that dog is because it's small, right?
Yeah.
So how cute that dog is, acute, how cute, right? It sounds similar. So that's something that helps me remember that acute angle it's smaller than 90 degrees. And now the last one we're going to talk about is an obtuse angle. When we put the sheet of paper right at the corner of the vertex, we find out
It's bigger than 90 degrees.
bigger than 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So the three angles, right angle, 90 degrees, forms a straight corner. Acute, smaller. How cute is it? And obtuse, bigger than 90 degrees, okay? And we have talked that we see angles everywhere. For example, right here I have the word mat. If we look at it, we see different angles, okay? For example, let's look at the word at the letter M. What kind of angles do we see? Remember, we can always use the corner of the sheet of paper to see what angle we're dealing with. We put at the vertex of the angle, which is where the two rays meet. What kind?
An acute.
Acute is smaller than 90 degrees, right? So the letter M has a lot of acute angles. Now when we move to the letter A, this one right here, let's put the paper at the vertex. Is it bigger, the same, or smaller
That's an
than
obtuse.
obtuse?
It's bigger.
It's bigger, right?
Yeah.
What about on the other side?
That's an acute.
Acute, smaller, right?
Yeah.
What about T?
A right angle.
Right angle. It matches, right? The corner of the sheet of paper. What about at H?
All right.
Right. Right. Great. Like in the video, Movi show us how to find angles using a clock, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. For example, if I have 12, 15, what kind of angle do I have?
A right angle.
Right angle, right? Again, we can use the corner of the paper to see that we have a right angle, 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
When we move to different time, you want to do the time?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You can use the sheet of paper to help. What about show me 120?
120.
120. What kind of angle do we have?
We have a right angle.
Right angle?
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. Now show me 140.
140. It is an obtuse angle.
Obtuse. It's
Bigger than 90 degrees.
bigger, greater than 90 degrees. Okay, let's move to 710.
710. That is a obtuse angle.
Obtuse angle. What about 855?
855.
Yes, 855.
It is a right angle.
Right angle, right? What about we went to 850?
850.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Eight.
an acute angle.
Acute. 850 and 855 are really close, right?
Yeah.
But if you use the corner of the sheet of paper, that helps you tell if you're dealing with a right or acute angle or obtuse. Okay, last one. Let's go 1135.
1135. That is an obtuse angle.
Obtuse angle. Okay, now that we have learned about the three different angles, which are right, which equals to 90 degrees. Remember the corner of the paper. Acute, less than 90 degrees, smaller than the right angle, and obtuse, greater than the right angle. Okay.
Alright.
You're gonna show me. You're gonna create your own angles using toothpicks and a glue. Okay. So you're gonna form your angles, and then you're gonna tell me if it's the right, acute, or obtuse angle. Got it? Nice. Gonna put some more glue on it.
Yeah.
And you can use the lines on the paper so it can help you to form the angles. There we go. So you made one.
Yeah. This was a right angle.
Right angle. And you wrote that it's, what's the measurement?
It's 90 degrees.
90 degrees, right? So now show me different angle.
I mean this one is an acute angle.
An acute,
So it's less than 90 degrees.
less than 90 degrees, right? Acute.
Now I'm gonna do the obtuse angle.
Are you gonna do the obtuse? So the obtuse should be
Greater than 90 degrees.
greater than 90 degrees.
So greater than 90 degrees.
Okay, good job. So now you wanna tell me we learned today about
Right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles.
obtuse angles. Do you remember the measurements?
Yeah, a right angle is 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
An acute angle is less than 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees.
All right. Well, good job.